Hey, this is Keith Kalfas, and I just want to give a quick shout out to Jill's Office. I've been using Jill's Office for about 3 years now in my service business, and I couldn't be happier. What they do is they're a team of highly trained virtual receptionists who specialize in answering the phone calls for service business owners just like you and I. If you want to sign up with Jill's Office, you can save $25 if you use my discount code UNTRAPPED. So go to jillsoffice.com, type in the word UNTRAPPED, or if you get on the phone with them, say you heard about them from me, and then hopefully you'll try them out. Okay, go to jillsoffice.com, and let's get on with the show.
We're live. What's up? This is Keith Kalfas with the Untrapped Podcast. Hope you guys are doing awesome. In this video, I want to talk about why I am only doing landscaping quotes on Mondays now in my business. And I hope you're doing well. I hope you're enjoying your week. This is that time of year where we're over the hump, over the 100 days of hell, they call it, from the break of the spring and like April 1st all the way to 4th of July, where you're running nonstop to just book out as many clients as you can and get the business to a good positive cash flow. If you notice that in the first few months of the season in your business, you're not really clearing much of a profit, because if your business is anything like mine, you've got, year-end taxes, then first quarter taxes, all your insurance policies are renewing, and the next thing you know, you have a ton of expense. Then coming into like late June, and then in July, that's when you break into the profit. And then just that, you got to hustle. It's like getting a plane off the ground. But nonetheless, I was always doing quotes on Saturdays and Saturdays only, working 6-7 days a week in my landscape business, 7 days a week for sure. The first 3 years just to get the business off the ground. Then 5 years, always constantly working. And I know you guys know what that's like. You're hustling. And let me know if you can hear me clear. I got this new studio environment set up. I'm testing some stuff. So I apologize if the sound is a little bit off, but I'll be fixing it as time goes. But I was out late at night and in the evenings doing quotes every single day after work, destroying my personal life, destroying my family life, basically never being at the dinner table with my wife and missing family events and things like that. So I said, it is impossible to only do quotes once a week. How is this going to work? Then I started learning about batching and listening to audiobooks about, getting things done and being efficient and time management. And I learned that if you let things pile up and then batch them into, 1 or 2 days a week, then you get on a specific train of thought or a chord, and then you can bang stuff out with a lot of proficiency and efficiency. I started doing that with Saturday quotes. I said, there's no way customers are going to wait all the way till Saturday. It worked. It actually worked. And so I'd run the business all week, and then I'd go out on myself, or there might be some guys working, finishing something up. But I'd be out by myself on Saturday doing quotes. What's up, guys? I see all your comments coming in here. And I would go bang out, anywhere from 10 to 15 quotes on a Saturday and sell a bunch of work and book us out. Well, after a few years of doing this and being totally burned out and not even experiencing what it's like to have a weekend to myself, I wasn't complaining, because I was happy, and I'm still happy and super grateful, just like you guys are, to have your own business. I mean, be your own boss, make your own hours, and you can make as much money as you want in your own service business, as much as you're willing to take on, right? But it started to take its toll to the point where I was, like the saying, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. It's very true. And I got really frustrated. Then my friend William, from the tree service guy, you see him in my videos, the guy with the big beard, he's the maniac with the chainsaw. He was talking about how he only does quotes on Mondays. I'm like, how do you do that? That's impossible. What do you mean? Mondays. He's like, well, we work 4 days a week hard, but then on Mondays I do quotes. So I'm like, well, I can have the guys go out and work Mondays without me, and then I'll sell and run the business all week. But Mondays specifically, I'll do quotes. I was afraid to do it. And then I started doing it, and I exclusively only do quotes on Mondays now, and it actually works. Let me know in the comments below, when do you do quotes? Do you do them after work? Do you do them on the weekends? Do you pick a specific time? Do you do them all virtually on Google Earth? Do you have a system of square footage? I sell landscaping projects, installs and rip outs and maintenance projects. So for the most part, I have to see what's going on. I have to lift things up and look underneath and find out, right? I got to be there. And when you're not there, it doesn't work. So it's been great and nothing has changed. And now we're booked out for 2 months and I can't take on any more work. So I went back and now I'm working Mondays too, because we're so booked out, and it's interesting. But nonetheless, I really wanted to test out this new studio environment. I've been working on this for a long time, kind of getting this all set up here. And I hope you're enjoying your Saturday. Let me get to some of the comments here. What's up, Lawnscapes of America? Can you guys hear me clear? Give me a thumbs up. Tap the like button if you can hear me clear. Everything's looking good on my end. Let me check out my phone here. What's up, Taylor Man? Zib Boss. Here we are. Let me check out my phone here. Oh, wow, that sounds really good. Let me hear. What's up, Taylor Man? Zib Boss. Yeah, that sounds good. I just noticed I can look on my phone here at the comments. Yeah, dog. All right, sweet. But all this I'm saying, not to be confused if you are new in your business or just getting started. Man, I suggest working 7 days a week if you can to get as much momentum going in the business as you can. Keep throwing mud at the wall to see what sticks. Your attrition rate is normal, which means things are going to fall off. You got to keep throwing mud at that wall nonstop until some good stuff starts sticking, which are good clients who don't complain about the price. They like you, they appreciate you, they're willing to pay what you need to make. They support your business. 80% of the clients don't even care. It's just a transaction to them. But 20% of them, you got to dig through that 80% to get to the 20% of clients that actually kind of make sense for the level you're at in your business. For me, every single year I kept getting, the guts up to raise the prices a little bit more. And I remember when my wife and I moved out of this crappy little 1-bedroom apartment we were living in, and I was afraid because our rent was going to double. I was like, how am I going to afford this? I have no choice but to raise the prices. The clients are going to fire me. This is going to be so scary. And that was when I just threw my heart over the bar and went on faith and raised the prices even more. And it happened. Clients were firing me. They were dropping like flies. So I learned about the split test, which is you don't raise prices on all clients. You just raise them on specific clients. And then you leave other people grandfathered in, and you're tweaking and testing and tweaking and testing. And then I don't know about you, but some of you, your first year in your business, or we're just getting started, you're not on, full, you don't have full insurance or work comp or payroll and all that stuff. You might not even be paying taxes. You might just be running an under the table cash business. And I encourage you to get above board as soon as you possibly can, right? Which you should do it right away, immediately. But what I'm saying is, now you have all these extra expenses with having a legit business and being above board that until your business basically implodes on itself. It implodes because there's not even enough money coming in to support the overhead. So you raise the prices and then the customers fire you. Now you're freaking out, right? Because now you just bought a new truck. What were you doing going out and buying a brand new truck? Because you saw your landscaper buddy, your friend got a brand new truck. You're going to get one too. But you ain't even got insurance, work comp, payroll, taxes yet, and you just bought a new truck. You still didn't even make no sense. Now your back's against the wall. Now you just found out your old lady's pregnant. She about to have twins. She pregnant with twins. You got a brand new truck. And now she going to want a house. Want a house with a baby's room. She want to paint that baby's room light blue and have dual cribs. And not only that, your baby's mama saw robotic vacuums. Robotic vacuums. She wants 2 of them motherfuckers, one on the top, one on the bottom floor. She want a big ass house. She want the babies to ride around on them robotic vacuums. They're going to be about $1,500 a piece. You fuck, dog. You ain't going to. Now you're stressed out. Now you're working 8 days a week, and there ain't even 8 days a week. And now you get home, she's hitting you over the head with a frying pan because you ain't never there. You're never there. You workaholic asshole. All you do is work. You ain't never here for me or the family, you piece of shit. And you're like, I'm trying. You go and look at yourself in the mirror. In the bath, you're brushing your teeth, all angry. Start punching yourself in the head, saying, you worthless loser, you piece of shit. But I'm trying my hardest. Nobody gives a shit how hard you're trying. In everybody's eyes, you're a loser. And when you're a winner, nobody cares. But they care when you're losing because they only care about how it affects them. That's all they care about is their comfort. So you better shape up or you better ship out. So the secret to all this, just go figure out how to just make more money in less time. You just got to figure out how to make triple the money in the same amount of time. How do you do that? You got to hire employees. Do you know when I hire an employee, I have a stack of 32 pages that they have to sign with ink. All the payroll, the media release form, background check, drug screen, submitting their driver's license and background for the DMV to make sure that they can adequately drive, and so you can show that to your insurance company. Gag orders, basically non-compete clause, job application. What is it? I already said background check. And it's just a whole bunch of stuff. And you got to sit there, you're printing all that shit up, or you have your office manager do it, right? And then they sign it all. You got to train them. Motherfucker going weed whipping. You tell a guy, this is your new employee. Now be really careful. This is Mrs. Jones' house, and her air conditioning unit is 104 degrees out. Be careful at Mrs. Jones' house. Because come here, Joe. Where are you going, Joe? Put down the cigarette. I told you there's no smoking on customers' properties. It's right here in page 42 in the company policy and the employee handbook that I stayed up for 6 months making you. See? No smoking. If you want to smoke, do it after work. You can smoke in the truck, just not on the customer's property. If I find a cigarette, buddy, you're going to get fired. But listen, come over here. Mrs. Jones has an air conditioning unit. And it's not a complete, it's something's broken out of it. There's wires sticking out of it, and there's grass growing through the wires. This is a weed whip, and if you weed whip that grass, it's going to rip the wires out of the air conditioning unit, and then Mrs. Jones, who's 85 years old, isn't going to have any fucking air conditioning. And you know what that means? Mr. Jones is in there on oxygen, and he's 87. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be disrespectful here. I apologize. I'm just cracking jokes. Mr. Jones is 87, and he can't go without air conditioning. I showed you not to weed whip the lines on the air conditioning unit. And then what happens? Tell me, what happened? Anybody please in the comments? You get a call on Wednesday. Mrs. Jones and Mr. Jones have not had any air conditioning in their house since Friday. Their house has been 105 degrees. They're dripping in sweat. And nobody told you about this. And now you got to run over there. You got to call an air conditioning guy to come and fix that. Cost you $300 and apologize profusely. And then you ask your employees, hey, Joe, I thought I told you not to weed whip the air conditioning. The wires, these people, this was not good. You caused this. Well, I don't know. I have no idea. He doesn't even know. So you ask the other guy, and the other guy's go, I saw him weed whip it. I saw him weed whip it. I saw it with my own eyes. Why didn't you tell me? You didn't tell me this? They didn't tell you nothing. You know why? Because they forgot. Because they were about to go do lunch and go fucking Jimmy John's Taco Bell with sour cream and hot sauce. No. They don't care about you or about your business. But there's a solution to this. There's a solution. The solution is building a company culture. A company culture where people love to come to work at your business. They love coming and working their ass off in 105 degree weather for $14 an hour. They won't even show up for $14 an hour, by the way. They won't even show up for 15, 17, 18. They want 25 plus bonuses, and they want a company vehicle. So what you do is you say, listen, man, I can't really afford all that. I can afford to give you about I give you $17 an hour. Plus bonuses. And Christmas bonus. I'll buy you lunch and Please, will you just come work for me? I need some help here. I can't get this shit done all by myself. So, but every now and then again, if you're still watching, if you haven't left, you find some pretty amazing employees that are rock stars. Why? Because you've upgraded your identity. You've upgraded your standards and what you will and will not tolerate. And now you're excited about your business. It's working. You're making money. You've crossed the 6-figure mark, which means you're doing over $100,000 a year. Now you're making 140, 150, 185 grand. You might cross 225, 275. I don't know what your business is at. You can let me know in the comments below. You get some rock stars that come in. You're like, oh my God, this new employee is the savior of my business. You get on the phone with your wife. He's amazing, honey. I can't believe it. She's like, really? Is he really? Your new guy is doing a great job. Dude, he's doing the weed whipping and the trimming. He knows all the accounts already. He's climbing up and down the ladder, trimming the bushes. He's amazing. I literally have found the one who's going to make it out. We're going to be able to go on vacation, babe. So you tell your wife on the phone, we're going to be able to go on vacation. He's going to run a crew. I pay him $21 an hour. The day comes. You just invested in a new truck. It's really just your old truck, but you invested and you clean it up. You spray painted the bumper, right? You got the paint's all chipped off from the bottoms with white spray paint, a little bit of black spray paint, scrubbed the rims, a little bit of aluminum colored spray paint, that big crispy dog. Call up your insurance company. Everything's good to go. It's only going to cost you $500 a month more to run this extra crew. You got all the accounts set up. The customers are happy as shit, dog. You get a fresh, shiny set of keys made for them. Monday morning is the day you launch a new crew. Now it's going to be your crew and his crew. Your crew and his crew. Double the revenue. Double the money. Monday morning is the day. Cannot wait. Can't wait, folks. Can you wait? I couldn't wait. Monday morning rolls around. 7:30 a.m. You open up the garage door, you go to the shop, you get everything up going, and you can't wait for fucking Joey. You're a big success now. Everything's on the line, man. 8:30 rolls around. Where the fuck is Joey? Pull out your phone. Joey's a great guy. He's always here on time. Maybe he just got held up. Maybe it was too many red lights. Maybe Joey's dog was throwing up and his wife was hitting him over the head with a frying pan. 9 o'clock rolls around. You had to leave, right? You're like, what's going on with Joey? I just spent all this money and launched another crew. Where the fuck is Joey? 10:30 rolls around. You've done called Joey 5-6 times. You've texted him, Joey, I gave you a raise. I know that you was coming to run a crew. Everything was going to be perfect. No sign of Joey. No sign of fucking Joey. Where the fuck is Joey? Sorry. 2 days go by. No sign of Joey. You done stressed out. You canceled the plans with your old lady. If you got kids, your kids are crying at you. You're the worst fucking dad in the world. They hate you now. You ain't going to Disney World no more, motherfuckers. You know why? Because you put all your eggs in one basket and depended on Joey. Joey got a DUI. You just found out, even though you drug tested him, Joey was out all night drinking. And he was taking the wrong type of pills that he shouldn't have. I don't even know where he got them. Joey was doing 90 on the freeway while intoxicated and just drifted off into the side of a semi-truck. Joey shows up to work. It's not Monday. It's Thursday morning. Joey shows up to work. He's like, Joey, I'm glad you're here. What happened, man? I was so worried about you. You got new gray hairs. You're only 23, motherfucker. You got gray hairs popping out your head. Shit. Joey, you even give Joey a hug. And then you look at Joey's car. What's going on with Joey's car? What the hell is that? There's big ass tire marks on the side of Joey's car, and there's dents all over the. Those are the biggest tire marks I ever. There's rubber tire marks on here. Joey's like, I fell asleep at the wheel on the freeway, and I ran into a semi truck, and I was high on pills, and I've got a problem, Kelfish. Joey's got a problem. Are you gonna trust to put Joey in that truck now? I don't think so. So. Now you gotta find a new fucking Joey. There's a lot of Joeys. No, there's not. So, times that by 10, and then you got 10 crews, dog. That's gonna be you at Disney World with your family. Even one of your kids' names is gonna be Joey. It's gonna be Martha, Lavinia, and fucking Joey. And there's your wife. Right there. Time to go to Disney World. And you're going to be shaking. You got 3 cell phones and shit, just like Kelfish. 3. Look, 1, 2, 3. Sneaking off. Honey, I got to take a piss real bad. She's like, you've been drinking a lot of water. You went pee 3 times in the past hour. No, I got to take a piss real bad again. You don't even got to take a piss. You're sneaking off around the side of the bathroom. Joey. Hey. What's going on over there? Your business is now consuming you. Your business has consumed you, and now your wife is taking a ring off, throwing at you across the park, screaming, right in the middle of Disney World, I hate you, you bastard! And you're like, oh my God, I just spent $6,000 on fucking Disney World, and my wife's screaming at me, my kids hate me, I'm a fucking piece of shit, I hate. No, be a grown-ass man here. Calm the fuck down. You're a man, you control your emotions. You created this problem, now you deal with it. Put your ring back on, woman. Put it back on. Put your ring back on, woman. When I first married my wife, we used to get in some fights, man. My wife took off her ring and threw it across our little tiny apartment. She couldn't throw it very far because we basically lived in this little tiny ass apartment. We were like that, bro. And it hurt my feelings so bad. So bad. She took the ring and she threw it at me. She said, I'm going to go back and live at my mom's. And then one time I got so fucking mad, I got sick of being a nice guy. You know what I said? I said, go and fucking do it then. Because I'm sick of this shit. I'm trying my best, woman. I'm working 100 hours a week. I went fucking nuts, dude. I started ripping all the pictures off the walls in my apartment and shit. Go back to your fucking mom's house. I don't give a fuck. I snapped. I went nuts. I got the keys to my truck. She tried to block the door of our little apartment. She's leaning against the door crying, no, dear, not going nowhere, you fucking asshole. I said, get out of the way or I'll jump out the window. We was living in 2 stories at that time. 2-story building. I got in my old piece of shit truck, the Blue Goose, rust all over it, barely even ran 330,000 miles. There was Kelfus. Peeled off, took off. She's texting me 800 times. I'm trying to get a landscape business off the ground here, folks. My woman's texting me, you piece of shit, I fucking hate you. I'm going to divorce you, you fucking, do you better not. She's threatening to fucking throw my shit all over the front lawn and everything. And I think she did it too, right? I went, where did I go? Straight to my dad's house. Knock on the door. 1 o'clock in the morning. My dad opens the fucking door. He's like, Keith, what's going on? It's 1 o'clock in the morning. And I'm sitting there. My phone's on silent. Bzz, 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 bzz. You fucking piece of shit, you asshole. I hate my wife. I said, I don't get you. I said, have I ever told you how much I love you, Dad? He's like, oh, come on in. I'll make you some macaroni and cheese. I said, macaroni and cheese? It's 1:30 in the morning, motherfucker. Can I sleep on your couch, Dad? Dad let me in. Dad. Nothing like Dad. My dad's a little crazy, just like me. So I go and I spent 2 days and nights at Dad's house. It was the most peaceful 2 days I ever had in my life. It was 2 days of pure fuck it. That's what it was. The whole 2 days, my wife was calling me, you fucking piece of shit. That turned real quick into, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Please come back. Oh my God, I know you're trying to start a landscaping business. I just feel like you don't love me anymore. You're never home. But I didn't even care. It was over. I was over it. Just chilling at Dad's house. And Dad loved it. He goes, hey, Calfish, I'll make you breakfast. There I was eating breakfast with Dad again. I felt like everything was going to be okay. Yet I had way down where I live, my apartment's on fire, and my wife's packing all my shit. Getting a landscape business off the ground is the hardest thing it's not the hardest thing ever, but it's hard getting a business off the ground because everybody hates you. Everybody thinks you need to be. My wife is Chaldean. She has 18 family events a year minimum. They've got a family event in like 2 hours. I got to get out of here and go to another family event. So you got to become incredibly selfish for like 2 to 3 years and high levels of communication with the people that you love and say, listen here, I love you. I love you. I love you. And I love you. I love all of you. And I'm getting a business off the ground. And this is going to take every ounce of energy that I have and don't have for probably the next 1 to 3 years. So I can only be at the most important family events. I will be at your birthday party, but I will not be at your fucking birthday party and all the... I got to work 7 days a week to get this shit popping. And no one's going to do it except for you. And if you don't do it, you're just going to be broke and no one's going to care. And it's like, but then there comes a day you got your debt paid off, your bills are paid, you got money in the bank and food in the fridge, your credit score is coming back. You've got a brand new truck that you can actually afford. You've launched a second crew. You've got an office place. You finally got a house and you're finally getting shit together and you're getting all this shit. And you're like, you wake up one morning on a Saturday and your mind is blown how far you've come in just a couple years. Your life went from a place that was a living hell to a place that is a living hell. Not really. It's all about perception because the happiest times in your life can be when you're going through a lot of shit. Right? There are people who have everything that you could ever think that you'd ever want and their life sucks. But nonetheless, I think gratitude is the secret behind all of this. Things turned around in my business when I got 100% committed and took full responsibility. Things turned around in my marriage when I got 100% committed and I looked at my wife through the eyes of love and I said, I love you. I had no more psychological backdoors. I wasn't like, if anything doesn't work out, I'm going to get the fuck out of here and I'll go sleep with my dad's. That's what I used to think. Anytime this bitch goes crazy, I just get the fuck out. Now I shut the door. I say, listen here, woman. I've had enough of your wisecracking yelling at me like that. Meet me downstairs in about 20 minutes. Actually, meet me downstairs right now. You learn the way these women work. She just wants your attention. Did you know you could give your woman literally just a few minutes of attention per day? But it's got to be 100% pure, present, undivided, loving, caring, devotional attention. You just look in her eyes and, oh shit, my other camera shut off. And say, how did your day go? And there you go. Well, that'll take about an hour of her just telling you about how her day went and all this and this and that. And by the time she's all done, she goes, you're the best husband I ever could have dreamed of. And you just smoke a big-ass joint with her. I don't smoke joints, but I have, and actually I never really have, but I probably should. Anyways. All right. This has been fun, my friends. Oh, my camera's shutting off. I'm over time, folks. I hope you're having a great weekend. I hope you're crushing it. I hope you're achieving all of your life's goals and mandates and dreams and all the things that you promised yourself that you were going to do in this life. Even though you're busy as hell. Mike Andes is here. Just gave me $5. Thank you, Mike Andes. Anybody here don't know who Mike Andes is? Well, he's the young millionaire guy on YouTube. He's got like 80 crews and some McDonald's franchise type of lawn and landscape business and motherfuckers. Crazy. Thank you, Mike Andes. Anyways, I see all your comments. And any of you here that ever message me, if I don't respond, please don't say, oh, Keith Kalfas is an asshole. He never responds. Dude, I'm busy as fuck, man. I'm here. I try. Sometimes in the winter, I sit down for like 4 hours and get back to, hey, man, I'm sorry. It's been 4 months, but I'm getting back to you. I've got a little tiny YouTube channel, 100,000 subscribers. We maybe have 180,000 following total, and there's so many messages coming in, I can't get back to everybody. But I do read all your messages, and I totally appreciate it. And when you keep poking, if you message repeatedly, I'll get you, and I'll get back to you. Come to the GIE Expo 2021 in Louisville, Kentucky. I'll be there. A lot of people here in the chat will be there. It's the biggest green industry event in the United States every single year. Now, you get 50% off your tickets if you go to keithkalfas.com/resources. Find GIE Expo on there, and then you get 50% off your tickets. Anyways, I'm about to jump off here, and that was so fun. I think I'm going to change the title of this video now to Keith Kalfas is Crazy. All right. Later, guys.
Hey, guys, this is Keith Kalfas. I just want to say this show is also sponsored by Jobber. Jobber is a software that I've been using over 2.5 years to run my whole service business on. And I literally can't imagine changing or going anywhere else because it does everything. And it also makes you look like a professional to your clients. So this is really interesting. You can send proposals, collect digital signatures, assign work to crews. You can collect money. You can run your whole business on Jobber, including doing invoicing and dispatching and automated text messages that tell your customers you're on the way. It's really simple and easy to use, and you can use it on your mobile phone. I basically run the whole business off my phone. I only have to hop on the actual laptop like once a month, and it syncs with all these other softwares. It just works. So you can get a totally free trial of Jobber at getjobber.com/Keith. And after the free trial, if you decide you want to sign up, you'll save 20% off your first 6 months, which is a huge savings. With my link, go to getjobber.com/Keith, and I hope you try it out. Guys, if you are planning on coming to the GIE Expo this year, it's the biggest green industry event in the whole country. Each year in Louisville, Kentucky, in late October. If you've never been there, you got to come and check it out. I'll be there. Everybody will be there. You can get 50% off your tickets with my link. Go to keithkalfas.com/resources and scroll down to GIE, click on it, sign up and register, get your tickets now. One other word of advice is when you do get your tickets, you're going to want to book your hotel early, like right away, because the whole city gets packed out. You'll have to drive a half an hour away, literally, to get a hotel. I've had to do this. So get your tickets now, sign up for the GIE Expo in Louisville, Kentucky. Go to keithkalfas.com/resources, save 50% off your GIE tickets, and I will see you there.